Hi, and welcome to this week's Dive Deeper Challenge on sleep. Before we get started, just a reminder, don't forget to turn in your check-off sheets with your check-in form, with the check-in form. And that's emailed to you every Monday. So don't forget to do that because you're going to be entered into a drawing, and the drawing for the end of this week is going to be actually a diffuser similar to the one beside me. So you don't want to miss out. So let's get started with sleep. So sleep is super important. It really has a lot to do with your mood and the healthy choices that you make. So there is research that shows that if you are sleep deprived, you're much less likely to make a healthy choice, which maybe means that you're going to snack on junk food more often, or maybe not even work out because you're too tired to work out, or you don't feel like you have enough energy because you didn't sleep. So the very first step in getting yourself ready for bed is to start at work. I know that sounds kind of weird, but we need to leave our work at work. So the very first step is to clear our plates. Anything on your mind about work, you can take a notebook or a journal or something, write down all your tasks that you didn't get done, write down things that came up at the end of the day or ideas that you had that you didn't get to act on, so you don't have to think about them when you get home or when you're done working. So just have somewhere you can write stuff down and spend like the last 15 minutes of the day just writing those things down, get them out of your head. So that's the first thing, clear your plate. Second, we want to eat. Of course we want to have dinner, but we want to make sure that dinner is between 2 and 3 hours away from our bedtime. So you want to schedule it a little further away from bedtime probably than you are. You want to make sure that you have digested fully, and it's a lot harder to sleep when you're having indigestion and heartburn. So just keep that in mind when you kind of move the dinner up a little bit if we can. So we've cleared our plates, we eat dinner early, and the next thing to do is relax. So after dinner, I always think of as my family time because that's what it was for my family, and what it currently is for my family. And so that could be time when you guys are playing a board game together. It could be time when you're watching TV together. If it's just you, remember too, you can do puzzles, play games, you can talk on the phone to your family members. You can, you could do some yoga or some light stretching. Those are great ways to relax. Anything that's gonna just release the tension of the day for you. So that's gonna be your third step, is to relax. Fourth step, which is where your routine is going to come into, your bedtime routine, is to prepare. So step number 4 is to prepare. And with this preparing for bed, we're going to develop some type of routine. My routine, is to go ahead and put my devices away. So I have a drawer here where my phone and my watch are charged. We put them in the drawer and we go ahead and shut that drawer. And now we start our bedtime routine. So that's kind of my first step. Then it's, wash your face, get dressed for bed. I like to go ahead and turn on my diffuser so I have some nice smells. And then up until recently, I've had an old school alarm clock that I had to check the alarm, make sure it's there every day. But I have a smart alarm clock now, and I check and make sure my alarm is set and I'm good to go. So that cues me to that I'm ready for bed. And you can also play some nice soft music. Make sure that the overhead lights are off and some lamps with some low watt bulbs are on, or just some nice low light, just to cue your body that it's time for bed. So any of those habits are great habits to adopt as part of your routine for going to bed. Another thing is you can set the do not disturb settings on your phone for the hours that you are going to be asleep, so that you don't get notifications or your phone buzzing throughout the night. That can be really distracting, and knowing that you can receive those notifications can also cause you to kind of sleep a little restlessly. So having that that barrier, like this is the time I've dedicated to sleep and I'm not going to receive notifications about emails or Facebook or Instagram or YouTube or any of that stuff at this time. They're all going to be waiting for you when you wake up. So you don't have to worry about that. So that's the last step before you get ready for bed, is to prepare. And then we just want to go to sleep, sleeping for 7 to 9 hours. And I just recommend that you check out what's best for you, experiment with your nighttime routine and see what works for you. So your Dive Deeper challenge is to sleep however you normally sleep, and then just kind of analyze, is this working for you? And then maybe add in a few better habits and see if that helps you sleep a little bit better. So I hope you guys have a great week. and be well.